Anime Victoria 3, here we come! Hey there friends, welcome back to the channel and to Victoria 3, the latest grand strategy game from Paradox. Victoria 3 just released 2 days ago, but you can already now find a whole myriad of mods ready for download, the magic of Steam Workshop. In this video, I'm going to show you the best mods Victoria 3 has to offer right now, meaning you can jump onto the workshop and download them with one click only. And so let's check them out. For our very first Victoria 3 mod ever, it's the one I personally was in need of the most, so I kinda made it myself, Revenge of the Political Map mode. This is a mod that shows the political colors of the countries, even when zoomed to the mid-levels. If you like terrain, it will show those beautiful graphics on the lower levels, but the mids are definitely where the fun is to be had right here. Inspired by the Paradox games of old, we can finally have our map painter back and see each country in clear detail. Simply awesome, and as it should be. I've really tried to tweak the settings to create the optimal balance between contrast and brightness, and thus far, I personally think it's really getting close to be ideal. The goal is to have it be just as fun to play the darker colored Ottomans as it is to play the brighter Sweden, and I think the mod does a good job of balancing that. Again, my desire to make this mod came from my longing for the dedicated political map mode, namely a mode where the colors of the countries remain even on the lower zoom levels. I decided to make a compromise, so once we are zoomed into the level where cities and ships are visible, the terrain is fully back, opacity be damned, and we may still get a good overview level even at this stage. This mod is a work in progress, and I hope you love it as much as I did making and using it. Second on our list is Doodles War Flags. This is an awesome mod with a lot of potential, and it does 2 things. First of all is aiming for historical accuracy. As the Ottomans, for example, they begin with a flag featuring the crescent and an 8-pointed star. However, in 1848, the flag historically changed to the 5-pointed star, and so does the mod as well. But more importantly, this mod makes your country's flag change to its war flag whenever war breaks out. In the case of the Ottomans, a war triggers this change, and again, the historically accurate Ottoman war flag appears. This is such an awesome thing and I absolutely love it. Currently, the mod includes only 4 new war flags. These are Germany when formed by Prussia, Germany when formed by anyone else, Imperial Japan, and the Ottoman Empire, all while at war only. I'm very excited to see how this mod develops in the future, so make sure you give it a try. Next up we have another visual mod, namely Mediterranean architecture. This little mod does one simple thing. It changes the architectural style of the cities in Iberia, Italy, the Balkans, and Anatolia regions with the style used in Latin America. In my opinion, this change, among them orange roofs for everyone, is a beautiful one, giving the Mediterranean a much warmer and more natural look. It was weird having Arabian-looking buildings in Constantinople, and Northern European styles in southern Italy. It's a minor cosmetic change, but when everything is said and done, aren't those the most important ones? Mod number 4 is drastically different from the others. Unbelt's revision of AI is a mod that aims to drastically improve the AI without giving them unfair advantages, but to instead allow them to keep up with the player, and to truly develop their empires. This mod will certainly grow and develop over time, but for now, testing shows that our AI friends are indeed much better at running their countries. Look for example at the various modifiers of our countries when compared to the vanilla version. Now no vanilla game can be compared 1-to-1 versus a mod, as every game is different, but we can look at trends here. And the trend is that the more time spent in game, the better the AI is at economic development, which also influences populations and more. There's even potential future plans for auto-build functions, meaning a more hands-off approach to capitalist systems. If you want to get in on the new AI action right now, then make sure to sub to the mod. Next up we have 2 very useful gameplay mods. The first is Friendly Construction Site. This mod seeks to remedy some of my personal grievances with Victoria 3, namely construction costs. This mod makes it so that you spend way less money on construction goods to produce new buildings, but at the same time spend more money on wages for the workers. In essence, this mod will make construction much cheaper, and will actually refrain from completely upsetting your market balance of goods like wood, fabric, and iron. This is actually an amazing change, and not only allows you to predictably build as a larger country, But it also makes raising new construction sectors a much more viable tactic for smaller provinces that begin with only 5. At the same time, upgrading your construction sector provides you with less added construction points to kind of balance out the lower costs. For example, the vanilla game adds 20 points in the best construction sector, while this mod only adds 7. In other words, I feel like this mod does a great job of making construction more fun and less severely upsetting your economy, while not making it overpowered, which is awesome. The second is improved automation. Victoria 3 allows you to ask buildings to automatically expand if certain conditions are met. By default, however, these conditions can in the worst cases cause negative effects elsewhere, because the game only checks for certain modifiers. Improved automation takes even more conditions into consideration. For example, that the building is profitable, that it has available workers, and that the market access is above 90%. If you therefore wish to worry just a bit less about keeping up with each building, perhaps in your agricultural sector for example, then this is a great mod for you, and one I'm sure will be improved with time as well. Then we have a special mod for you Wiki 2 nostalgics, namely the aptly named Sensible Map. This is a map mod that changes the map to look much more like the old Victoria 2 style. Coastlines and borders are more defined, and the map just has that vibe you know and love. I do feel like the colors could be even stronger here though, and the brightness perhaps lowered a bit as well. But in concept, it's an awesome mod worth checking out. And last but hopefully not least, my very own mod, Red Ottomans Navy Norway. And it's a simple one. For now, all it does is change the country colors of the Ottoman Empire from green to red, Norway's color from very light blue to navy blue, and the color of Venice from dark red to one a bit more orange, as befits their flag and style. I might add other country colors in the future if it makes sense, but for now, that's basically it. And those were my personal top 8 mods right now. There are of course a massive number of other mods out there, dealing with everything from unlocking the console, to what looks to be a big one, namely the Victorian Flavor mod, which aims to improve every aspect of the game, including making what essentially amounts to a whole new map, meaning new borders, countries, and states. Well, I hope you found these mods interesting. Mods are the kind of thing that just keeps on giving in Paradox games, and it's astounding how many of them there are already. Let me know if any other mods have piqued your interest, and if you enjoyed the video, I really hope you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you want to support me further, consider becoming a YouTube member or a patron, as the support really helps me out. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.